Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai's Android News. Let's kick things off with something that's completely revolutionizing how people use AI assistants. According to XDA developers, someone just discovered they'd been using their favorite apps all wrong until they connected Claude through Model Context Protocol, or MCP. This basically lets Claude tap directly into the apps you use every day, and it turns out there's so much more you can do with them than most people realize. It's like finding out your car could fly the whole time. Seriously, if you've been using the same tools the same way for years, Claude with MCP might just blow your mind. Sticking with the productivity theme, XDA developers is reporting on something that's making Linux enthusiasts lose their minds. Have you ever wished you could manage entire Linux distributions like you manage packages? Well, that's exactly what Distrobox does. It sits on top of your current distro and basically turns Linux distros themselves into something you can manage. If you're tired of dealing with complex system-level dependencies or want more flexibility in how you organize your Linux setup, this tool could be a total game-changer for your workflow. Now, if you've been waiting for your OxygenOS update, I've got some news from Android Authority that might explain the wait. OnePlus has quietly hit pause on rolling out updates while they fix some underlying issues. Before you panic, though, the good news is they're planning to resume the rollout once everything's stable. We don't have all the details on what exactly needs fixing, but OnePlus is being proactive here by stopping the rollout rather than pushing out a problematic update. Your patience should pay off with a better update down the line. Speaking of storage headaches, Android Police just published something that's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. You know those 128 gigabytes phones that felt like enough storage? Yeah, they're becoming a storage nightmare. Here's the thing. AI Core and other AI-powered features are eating through storage like never before. Android Police is warning that if you're holding onto a 128 gigabytes phone and expecting it to last you several years of AI updates, you might be disappointed. The landscape is shifting, and those entry-level storage options might finally be cooked. It's a sobering reality check that the price of entry-level phones might need to jump soon, or at least the baseline storage does. Now here's something that shows how seriously Google is taking the battle for smartphone market share. According to Android Authority, Google just made a major move that proves iPhone users are critical to Android's future. Google is making it as easy as possible for people to ditch their iPhones and switch to Android. We're talking about real incentives and features designed specifically to make that transition smooth. It's a calculated strategy that says loud and clear, Google doesn't just want to compete with Apple anymore. They want to actually win over Apple's users. Between Google Messages improvements, better data migration, and ecosystem integrations, the company is betting that ease of switching could be the deciding factor for millions of people. Let's talk about something that's going to upset some Samsung fans. Android Authority reviewed the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung's $1,000 flagship, and the reviewer basically said, "What's the point?" After 3 weeks with the phone, the conclusion was that Samsung's $1,300 powerhouse feels less like a leap forward and more like playing it safe. All those specs on paper, they're not translating into the kind of innovation people expect at that price. It's a tough look for Samsung's flagship when you've got other phones delivering more excitement for less money. The S26 Ultra might be a great phone, but is it a great phone for that price? That's the question that's apparently not getting a clear yes. Now, here's something that's genuinely surprising. Android Authority is reporting that Vivo just built the most flexible camera app on any smartphone. And get this, even Apple wants to copy it. This isn't just about having cool camera features. It's about the level of customization and control Vivo is giving users. When a Vivo phone starts making Pixel and Galaxy setups feel outdated in the camera department, that's a major statement. The Vivo X300 Ultra's camera app is showing that there's still room for innovation in mobile photography, and apparently, it's making everyone from Google to Apple take notice. If you care about camera quality and customization, this might be the phone that catches your eye next. And before we wrap up, here's some good news for the cross-platform texting struggle. Android Police is reporting that Google and Apple finally fixed the worst thing about texting iPhone users from Android. Now, the green bubble isn't going away, that's still a thing, but Google Messages just solved its biggest compatibility problem. This is huge because it means smoother conversations between Android and iOS users, and honestly, it's about time. The fact that we even need to celebrate basic texting working properly between platforms shows how messy this whole situation has been. But hey, progress is progress, and this update actually makes a real difference in day-to-day communication.